Hello to everyone out there on Facebook. This is Stephen Smith coming to you with a live art mini from Inside Out Studio. Special Monday, we've got Charity Wagers in the house. Charity, is this your first time doing live art mini?
This is my first time.
Awesome. Hey, let me pull up your title. Bam. So welcome Charity to Live Art Mini. We're going to be showing everyone how she would create a glass candle holder. So we're going to illuminate your life a little bit today. We've got these fused glass candle holders. We've also taken these and done some poured wax in them. So David Smith did this one. David's in the house with us today as well, sitting right across from us. So these can be little tea light holders. You could do wax in them if you're interested. So Charity's going to be demonstrating that today. A big shout out to Symmetry Boutique and Gallery owner and artist Sherry Armstead. I always forget that. So she is our season sponsor for Live Art Mini. So as the season approaches, come check out our store, check out our online store, but also check out Symmetry Boutique on Sims Road in Fairfield for some gifts. Lots of one-of-a-kind handmade artworks there. So back to Charity. We always like to let everyone get to know the artists. So is there anyone special you want to say hi to today?
Hi everyone.
Everybody.
Liza.
And as always, Kim's manning the board behind the scenes. So if you have any questions for Charity, or if you want to say hi, we encourage you to give a wave, give a shout out, let us know that you're out there watching. So I always like to do 3 interesting things about our artists. So I've asked Charity, and this is going to be a surprise to me, because we didn't pre-plan this.
No.
What are some 3 interesting things about you that people might not know?
They might not know that I love to draw, especially on my free time and throughout the week.
We're going to stop and ask you too, what do you like to draw the most?
What do I like to draw the most? Right now I'm currently pregnant, so I'm doing different baby themes. Like one time I did a baby shark nightlight.
That's cute. Are you getting the nursery together at home?
Yes, I am.
Very cool. So you can put that nightlight in the nursery. Alright, so one thing about Charity, she loves to draw and is currently involved with baby themes. What's something else people might not know about you?
I'm very, very cheerful person. When you have a bad day or anything, all you need to do is just talk to me and your day will brighten up.
Awesome. That's a good quality to have.
And then also, this is my 2nd year almost of being here at the art studio.
That's right. Charity's been with us for 2 years. Unfortunately, we had to shut down momentarily for COVID, but things are back in action and Charity is back in the studio. And I have to brag on Charity too. She's demonstrating how to use the fused glass, creating that glass slumped candle holder today. She used to be one of our teachers and will be again once we get that community education program started again. So how did it feel to be a teacher in the evening classes?
It feels awesome because you're not even working on just your piece, you're helping everybody else make different pieces of how they're feeling and their emotions. And what I learned is a lot of material that I didn't know about, that I'm getting more details in my art pieces.
Very cool. Well, I'm very proud of you, and you're going to be showing off your knowledge and glass cutting skills today.
Yes.
So before we jump to the creative camera, Charity wanted to share with you a glass piece that she previously made that's available for sale in the store. It goes with our theme because it is a nightlight.
If they can see it.
Okay, I can grab that
Yeah,
and then put it up here towards the camera for you. If you want to describe this.
It's a deer and a dove shaped as a heart. That means love. And it also means camouflage theme. If you're into camouflage.
Very cool. So that's available for sale as well. Got lots of awesome night lights here in the store and online. So Kim will be posting the online store link in the comment page at some point during our half hour. So you can go online, check that out. So just a few comments about the store. We are open to the public 10 to 4. We're open Monday through Wednesday this week, but regularly Monday through Friday. But for the online store, you can opt to have things shipped to you, or you can also opt for curbside pickups, where we just click that And then call the store once you're ready to pick it up. Everything's purchased and we'll bring it right out to the curb to your car. All right, Charity, are we ready to get started?
Yes, we are.
All right, I'm going to switch to the overhead camera, the creativity cam. And that way people can look down on the table and see what you are working on right now. All right, want to get started?
Yes. Okay, what I'm about to get started is I'm about to do the green for the Christmas tree.
Well, maybe we want to back up and you can tell about the design that you created this morning for your nightlight.
Yes,
for your candle holder, I should say.
Yes, I can. Well, my candle holder is for a Christmas theme, since Christmas and all this holidays coming up. I picked Christmas, because I love Christmas, be with the family and everything, and this is our first one that we did for the season for Christmas.
Very cool. And now I'm going to show the community out there something special about your design, but we got Dwayne Sparks watching at home. So a big shout out to Dwayne Sparks, everybody.
Hello!
Oh, Wayne! Hey, Dwayne! Hey, Dwayne and Jean. Big hello from everyone in the studio. We'll see you later this week. All right, but we're going to switch back here. We've got Charity's picture, what she drew. What was this, markers or colored pencils here?
Markers.
So what's cool about this is when we take this and slump it in the kiln, which later in the show today, I'm going to talk about fusing in the kiln as well as slumping to get that shape of the candle holder. The Christmas tree on each side will just kind of turn up like that. So that part, and this part, and this part, they're all going to be the peaks of the candle holder. I'm going to pull this previous example over here, just like you see with the flower piece. So as we go through the slumping process, even though the Christmas trees are on the corners, they're actually going to be pointing up as the peaks of her design.
Yes.
So very cool. We've got Christmas trees. We've got some red ornaments on it, a little turquoise base, and then you picked a streaky white fill-in for the middle.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I can get started. My material that I'm about to use right now is called a skewer. What you do is you press down, but I also love to carry a marker with me.
I'm just going to scoot this over. Maybe we just do it right on the table.
Yeah.
Right in this area. That's going to be the prime spot for everyone to see at home.
So I'm going to screw right now into the glass. And no, you can't cut yourself. But you gotta press down hard.
Yep.
And you want to hear the scratching sound.
And for everyone that's watched before, if you're scoring your glass, you want that nails on a chalkboard,
Sound?
really grating sound.
Yes. And this is the runner. You want to push.
And what is that? I would say, like, let's hold it right out in this area so
Yeah.
you can see. What's that tool called again?
This is called the runner. What you do is you put, there's a little line, you put onto the glass where you scored at, and then you press down, cover it, that way nothing can get into your eyes. You have a piece like this.
All right. So that was easy.
Yes.
Tree one done.
Tree one done.
There you go.
3 more to go. And if you can't tell, this is a paintbrush. Glue with a little bit of water to mix it. What you do,
Make sure everything's out in this area so
Yep.
people can see at home.
what you do is you put it on the back side of the green. So it stick into the clear glass. And when you put it in the candle, it will melt together. Next, I'm going to do, I'm kind of just getting my brown. This is a toy what is it called again?
Transparent.
Transparent. Brown. Ugh. Get those words messed up.
Yeah, that's something different. Transparent glass.
Yes. Brush it down with my skewer.
Very good.
Use my runners. Remember, have the line on the line. Press down. Put some glue on.
I see you got a little red tree skirt underneath your Christmas tree. You want me to grab some red for you?
Yes, please.
So as we're doing this, since it's going to be a candle holder or a candle, we want most of the glass to be transparent. So we created some contrast with the trees. The trees are nice and solid green. Everything else is going to be transparent. That way the light can shine through.
Yes.
And we can go ahead and cut out that tree skirt from the red glass.
Good.
Yeah, the thin ones are trickier.
There we go. Put it to the line. Put down. Get it going.
Yep. We'll do a little bit on each side for that tree skirt.
Yes.
Good to go. Alrighty. So as Charity's putting that together, like she said, it's just thin down Elmer's glue that keeps everything in place till it gets fused together into the kiln. And then we do the blue right through the center part. I'm going to grab you one of our long rulers so you can demonstrate how to use that and the thicker edge.
Alrighty. The
Slide
side.
that to the side here. So Charity's using one of our art rulers, which has a thicker edge to it that allows the scoring tool to run right up against it for a nice straight line, and then she'll cut it to fit.
Yes.
There you go. Hold down nice and tight, keep it in place. That nice scratching sound.
Back to the runner.
Yep. Bam. You're a pro.
Yes. And then back to over here. What I do is I measured, which I have to get a marker.
Yep, we use everything water-based marker too, so if we happen to forget a little bit of drawing on the glass, it will just burn off in the kiln because it is water-based.
I made my little line that I need to cut down.
Man, very good.
I need to cut it down a little bit more, not too much. Does anybody have any questions at the moment, Stephen?
As of right now, it's all quiet
Okay, cool.
on the chat room. So, Dwayne, if you're still out there, do you have any questions for Charity? Or anyone else out there? While you're putting that together, I will mention that we do have hours for Small Business Saturday. Due to some restrictions, we haven't been open on Saturday, but Small Business Saturday is going to be very special. We're open from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that is going to be the Saturday following Thanksgiving, I believe the 28th. So come check out the store, support small business, support the artists of Inside Out. All right, let you get that last little piece in there, and then we're going to stop in with Sherry Armstead at Symmetry Gallery. She's got a message for you for the holidays about some things that she's featuring.
Whoop.
All right, very cool. And when we get back from Sherry's message, we're going to start talking about fusing in the kiln.
.com. Here's just a few things that we've sold year after year. The Santas that we have, this one has a full fur coat, and I call it a Santa with legs, and a sweater. The lady who makes these lives in Fairfield, and she does each one by hand, and they're all from recycled materials that she's gathered from numerous places. So come on down and check out the Santas, and we've got some great ornaments. The Nativity is really one of our top sellers. These fancy ones like this are laser cut from an artist in Utah. So we've got wood ones that are laser cut. We've got some great ornaments as well as the glass balls that are hanging in the window. And I appreciate you watching this, and come see us soon at 1000 Sims Road, Fairfield. Or again, shop online with us. We'll be happy to see you. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Sherry. Go check out Symmetry Gallery in Fairfield on Sims Road. So let's talk a little bit about the fusing process. So this is our final product. We've got this nice fused glass candle holder. As you can tell, it's got a nice, very distinct shape to it. And then, so how do we get there? Because obviously, Charity, you're working on a flat sheet of glass.
Yes.
And we only do fusing in the kiln. And we don't do anything too intricate with blowing glass or anything like that.
Correct.
So I'll show you the steps of how we get there. It's a two-step firing process. The first step would just be simply putting Charity's flat piece of glass in the kiln. So that's going to fuse it up. And you can go between the range of 1300 degrees and 1500 degrees, depending on the effects that you want. So if we really want those trees to be distinct, you're going to put some ornaments on it too. So if you want those to pop out and have texture, we'd use what's called a tack fuse, and that's taking it to about 1350 degrees, where that heats up the glass to the point where it connects together, but doesn't fully melt into a single solid sheet. So if you want to do something where you completely want those layers to merge flat and melt completely, we do a full fuse up to somewhere around 1500 plus degrees, makes it nice and flat.
Correct.
Nevertheless, you need that first fusing in the kiln just to melt the pieces together nice and tight. And then after that cools and comes out, we'll clean it and then put it onto what's called a slump mold. And different slump molds can be made out of different materials. Some are made out of high fire porcelain. This one is made out of metal. And then we coat it with a nice protective covering. That way the glass doesn't fuse to the actual metal mold. And then the glass will just sit flat right on top. And then we take it up to what's called a slump fuse level, which is about 1250 degrees. And at that point, the glass starts to bend. It gets soft, but not enough to like fully melt or fuse together. So we just kind of soften the glass at that higher or a lower high temperature, and then it kind of molds itself into the shape and falls around it. So you can see this piece. Whoop, there goes the tea light. Uh-oh. Set's falling apart, everybody. So you can see how this sits right on there. This is how we would find it in the kiln after it cools down, after it's been slump fired. You got a compliment out there from Braden Collins, says you're very talented today. Do you know Braden?
Yes, that's one of my brothers.
One of your brothers? Awesome.
That's a family member, so that means my lovely mom and the brothers are watching my video.
Awesome. All right. So you're like the most famous wagers in the house right now. You're on
Yeah.
Facebook Live. So we also have different shapes of molds that we use to get different size candle holders. Like I said, we could also pour wax into them. Here's one of our smaller candle holders as well. So if you would like something custom, our cutoff date for one-of-a-kind artworks for Christmas is Small Business Saturday. So give the studio a call, you can email, or go to our website and send in your custom orders if you'd like something special for the holidays. You can also request specific artists to make something for you. So if you'd like Charity to make something, You could just request her and she could put something together for you.
Yes, and then also you can pick out your theme, what you want, and what colors.
That's right. So we're on top of making things just out of your own head and doing stuff you like. You're also willing to take on jobs, take suggestions, and then make things for people out there so they can enjoy it as well.
Correct.
All right, back to the cutting table. We're going to go back to the overhead camera, the creativity cam, and then you can talk about the filling in with the chips as well as using some dichroic glass, which we'll show to you.
Okay, for the chips, I already have some already chipped out. So what all I need to do is just use the glue to go around my Christmas tree.
I was going to say, I'm going to prep some of the streaky white. So Charity picked what's called streaky white. I'll hold this up to the camera in a second. Aside from transparent and opaque glass, we can also get it in different patterns. So the streaky white has a more opaque white mixed in and blended with a clear sheet. So it has a nice snowy effect to it.
And you also, when you put them down into the glass, you want to kind of have them as tight as you can together.
That's right. So it melts nice and evenly as
Yes.
it goes into the kiln. So my wife is out there. Hello to Jen. Everyone say hi to Jen.
Hi,
Jen. And Kobe. I bet Kobe's watching too.
Kobe!
And they would like to know, what is your favorite color combination to use?
What is my favorite color combination? I usually like to use red, purple, and like a clear or a white together. That's my three favorite colors.
Okay. Very nice. Some warm colors in there.
Yes.
Well, thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right, so as Charity is filling in, it's what we call chips. It's not the chips that you like to
Eat.
snack on or eat, obviously, but it's
Oh my
just note to self, just for a safety notice, do not dine on chips of glass.
No, you don't.
So the chips are made with what's called a chipper. So if you've ever done tiling at home, these might look familiar. It has the wheels on it and basically chips up the glass. So Charity, while you're putting that together, I can demonstrate here.
Okay.
So the wheels just kind of sandwich right on the top and the bottom of the glass. I should be doing this over top of something dark so you can see it easier. I'm going to put that there. So you can see that streaky white. So you just kind of cover it with your hands. You don't want the chips flying off in your eyeballs or anyone else's.
No.
And then you start to make small pieces. And what we use this for is kind of like a background filler. So for Charity's piece, you've got your Christmas trees as the main focal points.
Yes.
We just want to surround that with some smaller bits that are going to fill in the space. One thing that's worth adding for the fused glass is you always want it to be at least 2 layers thick. That's going to have it fused properly in the kiln, whether you're doing a tack fuse or a full fuse. You always want 2 layers. It can be more, but at least 2.
Right.
All right, need some more chips?
I got a couple right here.
Oh, yep, you can use your chips in your cup. I'll chip away.
And then I can also go over some things.
Yep.
Sometimes people will want to wear gloves. That way they don't cut their fingers, just in case. And also, we call this protective glasses.
Yep.
They're not regular glasses. They're only to wear them for when you're cutting out pieces of glass for the art.
Yep. Protecting your eyeballs for beginners. And
Yes.
these gloves are nice. They have like this nice coating on the inside there, so it protects your hands.
Yeah.
Kind of like automotive gloves, if you're familiar with those. And the last type of glass that we like to share with you today is these are going to be the ornaments that you picked out for your trees.
Correct.
This is called dichroic. You can see kind of a rainbow effect as Charity's holding that up. Dichroic has a fused surface on there that acts like a prism and refracts the light so you can see the color of the rainbow as you turn it to different angles.
And this is actually fun because this is a new piece that I just learned about 5 minutes ago. So I was like, hey, we might as well, try it out.
That's right. We said, hey, let's jazz it up a bit.
Yes, let's go.
How about some dichroic?
Yes, please.
Okay, so this dichroic pattern has little tiny circles on there. So we'll just chip them out. So it's the circles alone that'll act as nice Christmas ornaments for your tree. So we're getting close to the end of our half hour. I've got the rolly cart, which I'm in love with. So we're going to roll around, check it with all the other artists that are here today. I'll put your dichroics right there for you.
Thank you. And what I'm going to do is put on top of the Christmas tree.
The big question is, what are you going to put under the Christmas tree?
Under the
I'm talking about presents.
I don't think I have enough room for presents.
I'm going to try to incorporate more lame jokes into our weekly broadcast.
Yes.
So here's some more dichroics.
Oh, and we also did jokes while we were doing classes.
We try to keep it light. I think half of teaching is entertaining, or
Yes.
entertainment, to make it fun for everyone. It makes it less intimidating when you're trying something new.
And I definitely had a bunch of people come up to me and requested me to do classes again. Like I said, and Steven said, we are going to do that eventually.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. We just want to make sure that we can offer a safe experience for everyone, not only for the artists coming in on a daily basis, but also for anyone coming in to check out and make their own work. So I'm going to slowly bring this up to the camera. You can see that Charity's fused glass candle holder is going to have 4 peaks of Christmas trees popping up on the corners, just like this floral piece that we did in the spring. All right, with that, Charity, I think it's time to roll around the studio, see what everyone else is up to.
Let's go do that.
Let's do it. All right, so I'm gonna switch back to here. I'm gonna disconnect from our single camera and just bring out the laptop. Hey, we're gonna check in with Mr. Brett Garrett. Brett, you were on the previous Live Art Mini working on your fountain square painting, so we'll see how it's progressed. Oh, round the corner, round the bend. Here we go. Check it out. Brett, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Oh, you just staying in the house?
Staying in the house? That sounds safe to me. Anything special that you're looking forward to eating?
Oh, actually, I'm not. I don't actually know yet.
No? All right. A little bit of everything. So check out Brett's fountain square piece of downtown Cincinnati. So he's added some of those bright lights in the background. Very cool, Brett. That's almost done, I think. Here we go. Down to Miss Allison Davis. Allison, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Hi, everybody.
Oh, I can't drive very well today. What are you working on today?
I'm working on some Christmas ornaments for Butler County Board of DD.
Right, so got a special order. A lot of them. I'm going to move this out the way so you can see them. These aren't going to be the final colors because glazes change color and texture in the kiln once they're fired. But Allison's hard at work as always. Anything you're looking forward to for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, my mom's cranberry salad.
Sounds good to me. All right, David, I'm coming your way. This is Mr. David Smith.
Hi.
Anyone you want to say hi to out there?
Yeah.
Who is that? Mom. Maybe Mom?
Hi, Mom.
All right. So David, what are you working on right now?
Hey.
Yeah. Manger scene. David's working on a manger scene. This will be a watercolor. We printed off this image for him. And then I'll show you the drawing that he started on, which will turn into a painting a little bit later today. Maybe work on that tomorrow as well. What are you looking forward to for Thanksgiving?
Pie.
Pie. What kind of pie?
Pumpkin pie.
That sounds good to me. Woo-hoo, pumpkin pie. Last but not least, we're going to swing back here to Miss Cassie Sullivan. Uh-oh. Watch out, David. Gotta get that license renewed. Miss Cassie, what are you working on today?
I am working on a Christmas.
Alright. Christmas theme, looks like a nice fireplace and tree. Very cool. Anyone you want to say hi to out there?
I want to say hi to my mom and my support coordinator.
Very nice. Alright. Well, this is goodbye from Inside Out Studio. We'll swing back to Miss Charity. And then don't forget to look at our YouTube page. We've got all of our live art minis from this year on there. And a big thank you again to Sherry Armstead Symmetry Gallery. Terry. Terry! That's a big bye from Terry. Big bye from Charity. Go online, check out our store, come in the shop, support the artists, and buy local. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
That's it!